What's going on, guys? It's the Hunter Project here. Welcome back to my channel where you'll find Monster Hunter news, builds, playthroughs and everything in between. Today we will be going over 4 crossovers that I think would be awesome to see come to Monster Hunter Rise at some point during its life cycle. And if you do enjoy the video, be sure to smash the like, subscribe buttons. It's extremely appreciated and helps out the channel a ton. And without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. Up first, we have Final Fantasy. So this is a franchise that has already crossed over into the Monster Hunter series before with the World collaboration, but another crossover, in my opinion at least, wouldn't be too far-fetched. What I would specifically love to see would be 2 characters and more importantly their respective weapons, and I'm talking about Cloud Strife and his Buster Sword, and Sephiroth and his extremely long katana, which I believe is called Masamune. I think these would act as really cool, great and longsword ideas, designs I should say, as they already fit those weapon types really well with how they were originally designed, with the Buster Sword having a very great sword type look and a very bulky type feel to the weapon. And the same goes for Sephiroth's katana, which is already extremely longsword looking, and you could say it's on the basic side in terms of design, but obviously the cool aspect of his weapon specifically is the fact that it's extremely long, and this appeals to me. I think it does appeal to quite a few people as well. I do have a mod on World that has an extremely long form of the longsword, and a lot of people have commented here and there saying, oh, where'd you get this from? So it definitely is a design choice that people are attracted to, so it would be awesome to see these 2 weapons and even armor for these 2 characters so you could look like them, and if that was just implemented into Rise, that would be extremely cool. So next up we have Pokemon. So this is one that I have been waiting for a long time to see, especially while Monster Hunter has been on the Nintendo platforms, and while we'll more than likely never see it happen, one can hope. This collaboration, if it was ever to happen, does have insane potential. I would love to see some awesome Palamute and Palico armors, even if it was just layered armors added to the game, where your Palico could be like a Pikachu or a Charmander, and your Palamute could have armor that maybe looks like one of the legendary dogs from Generation 2. Or even a Growlithe or something similar in that nature. If this collaboration was to ever actually happen, we could probably safely say that we won't be able to hunt any Pokemon, as that would probably raise a lot of concern and in general just wouldn't look good. But I would be more than happy with a few armor sets that mimic some of the Pokemon designs. But we never know, this may never ever happen, or we could get surprised at some point during maybe this game or even the next Nintendo Monster Hunter that we get, and you never know, fingers crossed, so someday this comes to fruition. Up next we have Ninja Gaiden. So while this is unlikely, I wouldn't say it's impossible. I have been playing the Ninja Gaiden collection on PC recently, which is a very questionable purchase for someone who has played all the games included multiple times before in different forms, but for the character and games in general, they are quite great. And I would love to see the main character, Ryu Hayabusa, and his armor thrown into Rise, as Monster Hunter Rise already has a ninja setting too, so it would look pretty good in my opinion. It would fit really well, and in addition to this, I'd love to see some of the franchise's weaponry put into the game as well. Some ideas that come to mind being the Dragon Sword as a longsword, or even a special sword and shield, where the shield is altered to act more like a greatsword, but with the defensive capability of a sword and shield, of course. They did a similar thing in Monster Hunter World with the Devil May Cry collaboration, where Dante's Charge Blade, it was just a big sword, and the shield was replaced for a magic circle, so it didn't act as a big bulky shield, it just looked like he was holding one sword with a magic spell in the other hand, which was pretty cool. And they could even also bring in one of the other swords in the series and just put them into a set as dual blades. But of course these are just a few random ideas that I'm throwing down, so definitely let me know down below if you have played Ninja Gaiden yourself and if you would like to see it as a surprise collaboration. Finally, we have our 4th and final crossover, and that being Samus from Metroid. So for any old school Monster Hunter fans who have played a lot of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate specifically, you would know that this has been done before, and I think it wouldn't be too much harm for them to bring this collaboration back for a second round, now that we have a much bigger fan base for the series, and surely many Nintendo and Metroid fans would love to be able to slay their favourite monster, rocking some Metroid armour, or even the Under Armour that Samus wears, the little blue jumpsuit that she wears. Another really cool part that this collaboration could include is a heavy or light bowgun that acts like Samus's arm cannon or hand cannon, you could say. That would be extremely cool. They have done this before in 4 Ultimate, so it wouldn't be too far-fetched for them to make a gun that is very out there and doesn't act, or at least seem like it's acting like a regular light or heavy bowgun. And just overall, it's just a really cool concept that they did way in the past. So it would be really cool if they could bring it back for the modern Monster Hunter. But of course, this is only scratching the surface of what potential Monster Hunter Rise has for crossovers. And of course, there's a lot of factors that go into it behind the scenes, like with the companies like being able to agree to what crossover, like what's going to happen for the crossover, and if it's even possible. But with that said, guys, that does bring us to the end of this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash the like, subscribe buttons. It's extremely appreciated and helps out the channel a ton. And comment down below what crossovers you would like to see, along with any ideas you have for them, and I look forward to reading every single one of your comments. Don't forget to join our Discord, link is at the top of the description. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.